So, food insecurity is when a person lacks consistent access to nutritional food, enough consistent access to have a happy, healthy life. So, whereas hunger is more of a physiological condition, we can all be hungry from time to time. Food insecurity is more of a socioeconomic condition that people find themselves in. There's food insecurity in every community, in every neighborhood, and of people of like all races and cultures and walks of life. It affects everyone. Um, I think there's sort of at times, kind of a stereotype around who goes to food pantries for food, that it's just all homeless people. And that's not true at all. We serve many working families, and that's been increasingly the case in recent years. Um, so, families that are working hard, they're working multiple jobs and just struggling to make ends meet to have that consistent access to nutritional food.
I think that food insecurity impacts occupational performance just based on a variety of different things. Patients, ability to just have the endurance and what the basic needs that they need to do their occupational tasks every day. And then I would say that with food insecurity too. It also kind of goes hand in hand with other like social issues as well, where the basic needs that they're not getting is you know impacting their ability to have the things that they need to do their occupational tasks and the resources that they need. So I feel like it's kind of like just one part of like a big spectrum. A patient that I had as an example of somebody with food insecurity was somebody who had a stroke, and the patient was doing fairly well after the stroke, but they had some like pretty significant left-sided weakness, and she was coming here to work on that. But the problem was is that with the food insecurity, she wasn't getting everything that she needed just to kind of do her own basic living skills at home to take care of herself. So she was missing appointments, not following through with things. And it wasn't because she wasn't motivated, it was just because I think those basic needs weren't being met. And those were probably her first priority as far as helping herself. So it was actually kind of sad because she was making a lot of progress and she had a lot of potential to get better, but she ended up having such a struggle with all those basic needs that she fell off our list and wasn't able to come back to therapy.
Our mission is to feed people facing hunger and to strike the root causes of hunger. So we do that in numerous ways. Kind of the core. So we're the food bank serving Chicago and Cook County, and so sort of like the core um, business of a food bank is to distribute food out into the community. You saw the big warehouse of food that we have. So we distribute food to more than 700 programs and partner agencies in Chicago and throughout Cook County. Most of those partner agencies are food pantries. Some of them are homeless shelters. We have numerous programs like after-school meals for kids at like Boys and Girls Clubs or schools. Um, programs for older adults. We have food pantries out in CPS schools, in the city colleges. We have food pantries at the VA hospitals. So numerous places that we serve. So that's sort of the core piece of what we do, but we do more than that. We also have the culinary job training program that we just talked about a little bit, called Chicago's Community Kitchens. It's a 14-week culinary job training program that helps propel people into the workforce who need a kind of an extra boost that may have other barriers to employment. And in the years ahead, we're going to get into meal delivery for older adults and people with disabilities. So that's kind of an area of growth for us.
I think it's important for OTs to address food insecurity, just because it's, kind of one of the basic, I don't know, I think there's something we learned in a psych class at one point where it's like that pyramid of like your needs, and it's like that basic need that you need to function and maintain, your life and the things that you need to do. And I feel like a way that we could help is maybe by providing them resources or helping them problem solve through things that could help their home life and, advocating for themselves better. I feel like one of the basic reasons that some people have food insecurity or even other, issues that they're not getting their needs met is because they just don't know how to advocate for themselves, where I think that's where we could help.
So the most, the most basic answer to that would be screening for food insecurity. Determining, there's a USDA 2-question kind of screening tool that health professionals can use to screen for food insecurity, and then helping connect people to the resources in the community. So like screening for it, and then knowing where to connect people to within the community.